everyone, and welcome back to Learning to Be Prepared. My name is Jeremy, and today I would like to do a review of the Hugsby XP-2 flashlight. Before we go any further, I want to make the point that I usually don't go for flashlights that don't have a name brand, but someone from church recommended this light to me, and so I tried it. And quite frankly, I was pretty surprised with it. I bought this light around May of 2015, and I paid approximately $5 and some odd cents. The light is going to be 5 inches and a quarter long, and it's going to be half an inch in width. The tail cap is going to be a clicky tail cap. It does have a place for a lanyard right here, but due to the way the tail cap is recessed in there, I think it would be very difficult to get much of a lanyard on this light. But if you wanted to, you can do that. It does have a pocket clip. That pocket clip is pretty easy to slide left to right. And so I feel that if you tried hard enough and maybe took some pliers, you could pop that off and you could put it down here and reverse it, and that way you could actually put it on the bill of your hat if you needed to. But I haven't taken the clip off because whenever I try to do it just by pulling this direction like that, it's on there pretty tight and hasn't wanted to come off very easily. Now, the next thing that you're probably wondering, if you're like me, is what is the lumens on this flashlight? It has one setting, and when you look online, everybody gives a little bit different claim on how many lumens the light is. Some say it's about 100, others say it goes up to 200, I believe. I'm not quite sure as to how many lumens it is myself either. But what I would do is, this is a Stylus Pro made by Streamlight. I do think that the Hugsby is a little bit brighter, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a test for you. And the first test is going to be from 5 feet from the camera to the wall. And then we'll do a second test from 2 feet from the camera to the tabletop. And that way you'll be able to get an idea in comparison to the Streamlight Stylus Pro, which claims to be 65 lumens. And based on that, it will give you a little bit of an idea as to how bright this light is. Okay, everyone, this is going to be a 5-foot test from the camera to the wall. On the left, I'm going to have the Hugsby XP-2. On the right, I have the Streamlight Stylus Pro. So we're going to start with the Hugsby XP-2. For a Penlight, the flood on this seems to be fairly decent. Now we're going to look at the Stylus Pro. In my opinion, it appears that the Hugsby may be brighter. I'm going to turn the Stylus Pro back on. And now I'm going to turn the Hugsby XP-2. As I separate them just a little bit, you can see the two hotspots. Again, the one on the left is a Hugsby XP-2, and the one on the right is going to be the Streamlight. For the next test, we're going to do a 2-foot comparison. Again, on the left-hand side, we're going to have the XP. Okay. And now we're going to do the right, which is going to be the Streamlight Stylus Pro. Now I'm going to turn the Hugsby XP-2 back on for a comparison. So that is a 2-foot comparison. Now I'm going to bring them down just a little bit to see if we can distinguish the hot spots just a little bit more. Okay everyone, so I hope you were able to get an idea of the brightness of the light based on those two tests. Now the pros to this light would be, first of all, the cost. If you lose this light, you're only out less than $6 compared to the competitors that probably are going to be between $15 and $20 for a light similar to this. The second thing is the ability of the flashlight to tail stand. I think that is really important to certain people. The third thing is that the AAA batteries are very easy to come by. And the next pro that I have is that the pocket clip has really held up quite well, especially compared to how many times I've actually had to unclip it from my pocket each day when I'm at work. The only con that I really have for this flashlight is the fact that it does not have momentary on. When I'm at work, I know it's not very hard just to sit there and click it on and click it off, but just knowing that momentary on exists on other flashlights that I have, maybe I'm just lazy, but I sure like the ability to just barely press that tail cap button to make the light come on and not have to completely click it a second time to turn the light back off. Now my final thoughts for this light is that for the price, it's absolutely worth $5 to $6. In fact, I believe you can even find it for around $4, depending on who you purchase the light from. Second, I think that because of the price point on this light, if you wanted to give someone a flashlight who doesn't ordinarily carry a flashlight, but you're trying to help them to get into the habit of it, this would be a good light perhaps to give to them, because if they don't end up carrying it, you didn't spend a lot of money on a flashlight that they didn't use. The third is that if you like to keep a flashlight on the outside of your backpack where it just kind of slips underneath the MOLLE straps or somewhere else on the outside of the pack, you don't have to worry so much if this falls out, because again, the price point, you're not out that much money. And the build quality for this light, it's held up pretty well, and I've used it quite a bit at my job. So I hope this has given you some good ideas about the Hugsby XP-2. Also, if you would like, you can look at Amazon and or eBay, and they have an XP-1, which is a single AAA battery flashlight. Okay guys, thank you for watching.